How's it going everyone? I'm Dale from Killie back in with another preferred 11. Today is the preferred 11 for Saturday's match at home to Partick Thistle. Let's get into it. As per usual, starting off with the defence and formation. Woodman in goal, Hendry, Scott Boyd, Ayer, Taylor, 4-4-2. I think this kind of back four is pretty much going to be our back four to the end of the season. It's been really consistent recently. Also kept, didn't keep a clean sheet up at Dingwall, but put in a decent performance. And then kept a clean sheet a couple of weeks ago. I think this was the back four that kept a clean sheet at St Johnstone a couple of weeks ago, and then they've been working really well. So I don't think there needs to be any changes there. I don't know any talk about anybody in particular apart from Fred Woodman, who got into Team of the Week this week after he made a couple of good saves in goal. So that's pretty decent. Let's get into midfield. Don't really have much to say about the defence this week, part of it being really consistent and been getting his points. Into the midfield, and I'm glad this week that we've got Gary Dicker and Ronan McKenzie back. Up at Dingwall last week they were missed, even though we won the game. You could clearly see that they're missing for the team. With Cal Roberts playing out wide, who played well first 10-15 minutes and then just kind of faded away. Didn't really chase down much the way that we normally see like Ronan McKenzie and Jordan Jones staying. And I've had one, I think it's his first full game, apart from the Hamilton game in the Cup. I think if I was to describe his performance in my world, it would probably be lazy. He didn't really do much. He's decent at taking players on, but trying to get the ball back and stuff, he isn't the greatest. And Ian Wilson, you didn't really notice he was there at all during the game, but he done the job and we got the 3 points. That's the main thing. So, but let's be honest, they two are a lot better than Cal Roberts and Ian Wilson. Obviously these two are more experience, but right now they're better players. Longstaff had a decent game last week at Dingwall. Again, with Ian Wilson, didn't really notice he was there, but done the job, and he's been playing well recently, so he deserves to keep his place in the team. Jordan Jones, what a legend. Managed to get some of the boys' tickets last week. If you're watching this, JJ, which I've very much doubt, good man. And again had a decent game last week. Is yet to score a goal for Killie. When's it got to happen? It has to happen soon. Well, singing your name and everything last week, and you were unfortunate not to get a goal, but it will come, and he keeps his place in the team because he's good at taking players on, and so hopefully he can do the business on Saturday. This is the midfield, 1-2 the two up front, which I'm probably got to guess you know what it is, considering the best scored last week at Dingwall. And the two up front is Chris Boyd, scored his 100th league goal last week for Killie, and Connor Salmon obviously scoring again since he's came back on his loan for Hearts. Scored up at St Johnstone a couple of weeks ago, and scored last week in Dingwall. So what can I say about these two? He's a record breaker, probably one of the best players in Scottish football history. In terms of goal scoring, there's Henrik Larsson. How even is he? He is. So you can't really take him out of team the race. Great goal scoring form. I think what was the stat I seen? I think he scored 5 in his last 7 or something like that. I don't even know if that's true or not. I'm pretty sure I've seen it somewhere. If it's not true, then just say I'm talking shite. Connor Salmon scored 2 in his last 3 games, I think. 2 in his last 3. 2 of the strikers in good form. So hopefully this team going out to Saturday can get us the 3 points. Massive game. If we do win, we go to the top 6. Do I think we can keep that position till the split? Doubt it. I think we will get bottom 6. Just for the main fact that our final 3 games are Rangers at home, Celtic away, then Hearts at home. I would take 4 points out of the 3 games, and hopefully Partick do sap up. I'm not entirely sure what their fixtures are going into the split. But obviously we've got Partick at home, then it's the international break, and we've got Inverness away after that. So hopefully we can look forward to the 2 games, hopefully pick up 6 points. I would, maybe a bit stupid to say, but I would take a point in this game, depending on who Partick have got next week. I'm not entirely sure, but that's to talk about in the preview. That's the end of the preferred 11. See you in the next one. Cheerio.